everyone, welcome to my channel. Sorry I'm blurry. The camera likes Dina more than me. That's fine. But today we are going to... Oh, this is Dina, everyone.
Hi!
Dina!
Dina!
That's how my 2-year-old calls her name. So today we are doing a fall bridal tutorial. And this is the look I created. And I even did her hair. I didn't show you how to do it. I just kind of did it. Because I'm not a hairstylist. But, if you guys want to see how I created this beautiful glam autumn bridal look, then just keep watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It helps me. Subscribe and hit that little bell notification icon. And feel free to leave me a comment letting me know if you like this or didn't like this. Or if you're hungry, because we are. And we've been working on this for about 3 hours.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go eat sushi now. And she's gonna show off her pretty makeup to everyone. So stay tuned, and here is the tutorial. Alright, so we are gonna start with Dina's hair. I am not a hairstylist, but I'm gonna act like I am in this video, and you guys are gonna be super impressed. So we're gonna do just a loose chignon, and it's actually, her hair is very frizzy,
fluffy,
as you can see, so I'm gonna put some product in to tame it. The only curly bits are gonna be kind of just whatever's tucked up in her bun in the back, but for the most part, we're just gonna have a couple little pieces here in the front that are gonna just be wispy and angelic, because we want the full face, we want that too.
We want my entire face in the video.
We want most of the focus to be on her makeup, which is gonna be incredibly dark, and not dark, but glamorous, intense, like boom, like exactly what you're picturing on your wedding day. When you look back at your pictures, you're like, oh my god, my makeup was on point. Because, you know, it's gonna be. But, so we're gonna start on her face. What? No, we're starting on her hair. We're gonna start on her hair. And since this isn't a hair tutorial, I'm just gonna kind of speed through it. And maybe I'll stop in some places to let you guys know what I'm doing. But for the most part, just enjoy us talking without actually hearing what we're talking about. Well, our camera cut out in the middle of me doing her hair, but you didn't miss much. We just sang to Goo Goo Dolls and had like 5 beers. Not really. but it was wine. But I went ahead and did her hair. I'm going to twirl her around so you can see, like I said, I'm not a makeup artist. But, what? I'm also not a makeup artist. But I'm not a hairstylist either. Okay, here's her hair. She looks really pretty. Oh, you know, we can't go that way because this thing, let me move the table.
Here we go. Whoop. Here we go. How many wins?
Alright, I think that's good. Just kind of move it around. So there's her hair. It's in a chignon, and we got some little flower action going back there. And then it's just curled right here. And curled right here. And you can see her beautiful natural silver highlights happening. And yeah, so there's her hair. Let's start the makeup. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so you don't want your makeup to move on your wedding day. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna prime it, and I'm actually gonna do this blur eraser pore refiner primer and put it in her T-zone and anywhere where her pores are large, if she has large pores. Do you have large pores?
Yeah.
Okay, so all over her face. and we're gonna go ahead and start foundation. I'm going to be putting her foundation on with a beauty blender so I can build it up to the coverage that I want. And then we're gonna be doing her concealer, and we'll go from there. Okay. Okay, so now we're doing concealer, and I'm just doing the concealer to brighten up the center of her face here. So it adds more depth once we have bronzer and contour. And I am using a concealer that will stay put all day long and will not budge. And this concealer is amazing just for that reason.
More paint.
You look sexy! Now I'm going to lightly set under her eye with this same damp beauty blender I just used to blend out her concealer with a translucent setting powder. And I'm going to be doing this extremely light because we don't want a lot of cakiness under the under eye. Alright, so now we're going to do her brows, but since everyone does their brows differently, depending on if you want a sculpted look or if you want that boy brow look, we're just going to do those off camera because everyone has their own technique when it comes to their brows, and really brows take forever, so we're not going to film this. Sorry. Okay, so for the wedding eyeshadow look, we are going to be using this extremely dirty Jaclyn Hill palette, and we are going to just be going in with neutrals today, and we're going to give her a very smoky but natural Jaclyn Hill look. It's going to be more of a peach shimmery color, and then we're going to do some warm chocolate browns in the crease and the outer corner to intensify it. As I go, I'm just going to show you which color I am using with the brush that I'm using it. So the first color we want to do is our transition color, and I am wanting to kind of blow this color out, so I'm wanting to use a fluffy brush. And sorry, that was the whole thing boob. Okay, so we're gonna be using this kind of really pretty peach color because we're going for a peach bridal look, and I am using this fluffy transition brush, and we're gonna put this right underneath her brow bone because her eye shape, her crease is kind of like coming forward at us, right up under her brow bone here, so that's where I'm going in with this color. And I really want to fluff this color out. Alright, so now I'm gonna lay down a darker transition color right in her crease here, just to create a really nice soft gradient. So the next color I am going in with to create that soft gradient with a slightly smaller fluffy brush is this kind of, Dina described Dina described this as brown. So we're gonna go in with this brown. So we're gonna go in this right here in her brow bone. And don't bring this up any higher because that softer transition color is right there. I don't want to, you know, cover that color. I just want to stick right below it to give it a little bit more depth and also give it a really pretty gradient. Okay, and I am bringing that extra color on the brush down to kind of give it that soft V that we're going to be shaping it into. So I'm going to go in with a brush that kind of looks like this, and this is going to put down a very precise amount of color, and I am going in with this kind of dark peach shade here, and this is going to be directly on the crease, and then we're going to go ahead and create that soft V shape. Alright, now as you go, you want to continuously blend. So I am not adding any color. I am taking that very first fluffy brush and I'm just going to softly blend these edges in together and kind of make them all melt together in a seamless gradient. And don't worry about getting it a little bit you know, bleeding down here because we are going to clean that up at the very end. What I'm gonna do is take a packing brush, kind of like this, and I am going to go in and dry first with this, like a pale gold, and then I'm going to intensify it after I brush it on dry. And on the lower part of the lid, I'm going to create a more intense wet look. So now we are going to start with the color part of this, and we are going to do this beautiful peach shade here. And we're going to do the outer half of the eye with this peach shade. I'm not going to go all the way to the end. I'm just going to kind of start right here in the middle and drag it about right here. Right over the top of that line, I'm actually going to put a pigment. And this pigment is really pretty. It's pink, but it has like a peach reflect to it. So I think it would look really beautiful with this look right in the middle. I'm going in with this pencil brush here into dark peach color. And what I like to do is, as I'm putting on one color and I know that I need to blend it out, I will take the brush that I used to lay down the color right next to it and kind of softly move it over the top of the color I just applied, and it creates a really pretty gradient. Alright, so now that all these colors are on, we are going to go ahead and create that cat eye effect and smoke everything out. Alright, so for that outer corner, I'm going to be using the same pencil brush, and I am going in with this really pretty kind of purpley brown color. And we aren't going very intense with this color. I just want to create a little depth to her crease right here and lift her eye. Alright, so now that I have a pretty nice wing there, I'm going to clean up the edges. I'm just going to apply a very small amount of concealer on the end of this. Like, I am not even going in concealer, I'm just tapping the outside of this. Very small amount. I'm going to be taking this flat defining brush, and I'm going to be taking that darkest color, that kind of purpley brown, and I'm going to be softly flicking a lash line here, like an eyeshadow line, to kind of help soften the lash band. And then I'm going to be creating a very, very thin black line with this liner, so you don't see where the lashes start. So for the bottom, I'm doing the bottom lashes, and for the bottom I'm going to go in with this peach color. Okay. And then I'm going in with this dark purple brown color here, and I'm just gonna hug her lash line. So I'm just going in with two colors on her bottom lash line because I don't want to pull any attention away from her lid color, which is like the rock star of all of this. And then her inner corner, real quick, I'm just going in with this lightest shade right here, and I'm also highlighting her brow bone with this. Alright, just do all the stupid stuff when the palette's in front of your face. So now that we have a very small line, we're gonna apply some lashes. Now the lashes that we're doing, they are shorter here in the middle, and they wing out really nicely here on the ends. So they kind of lift her eye as she looks up, but you can still see the shadow in the middle. Now that the eyes are done, I feel like I'm walking by. Now that the eyes are done, I'm going to be setting her face with a powder. Everything from this point on is just going to be powders. So even though her foundation has dried, this will also help set the face for all day wear anyways, so it's okay. Alright, so once her powder is on and everything is set, I'm gonna go ahead and start warming up her face with a bronzer. So I am going in with a matte bronzer. I don't want her to be super shiny. With contour, and I am going in with a more gray. Alright, this looks like brown on the monitor, but it's kind of like a gray brown. It has a little bit of a gray in it. So I'm gonna go in with this for her contour. I'm going to be using that powder one more time, and I am just going to bake right up underneath her contour line. Okay, for this look, I don't really want to go too much into a heavy blush, so I'm actually taking this really nice fluffy brush here to do her blush. This will apply it nice and lightly. It's not going to put down a lot of pigment. It's going to do it very, what's the word I'm looking for? Dispersed? Is that the right word? Whatever.
Evenly?
Yeah, no. Okay, smile. Alright, so that looks really pretty. I'm just gonna blend a little bit softly out and upwards. So see how just soft and pink that is? It's not too much. Well, right now she looks like a doll, but ignore that. It's not too pop of pinky. It's kind of like a nice subtle color. That was the word I was looking for. Subtle.
Subtle.
Subtle. Alright. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do her highlight, and this is my favorite highlight brush. It is the Real Techniques highlighter brush. So it just has like a taper tip. It doesn't put down a lot. We're doing a nice subtle glow with this Candlight Glow in Warm by Too Faced. The finishing touch before we add her lipstick is kind of this shimmery powder, but it's not super shimmery. It just gives her a really healthy, like, glow from within type of look. So I'm going to dust this on her cheekbones and the highlight points of her face, and then I'm gonna put on this lipstick and we will be right back. So now that we are done, she has her beautiful nude lipstick on. We are just going to set her face, and I'm just gonna lightly tap it in with this beauty blender just to even out all those powders and kind of make them melt into the skin. Alright. And I used the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray to set this, and you don't want to go too heavy-handed with this step because you don't want to move anything. You just kind of want to pat it in and melt everything together. And the lipstick that I chose is a matte formula, and it's long wearing. It's by Smashbox. It's a really beautiful nude in Stepping Out, and it just goes with her eye look perfectly. And it's one of those formulas that, does it feel like super drying on your lips?
No, it feels good.
Yeah, it's a really comfortable matte, but it's also a long wearing matte, and we're about to go eat sushi, so we're gonna see how long wearing it is. And there is your fall bright, there's my baby hairs, but also your beautiful fall bridal look. Ooh, I should play some like really intense music at this point. Thanks for
My
watching.
camera, get out of it.
Thanks for watching my bridal tutorial. And you're so lucky because you didn't get to see my face pretty much the whole video. You got to see Dina's! So thank you, Dina. Why do I look like so much more tan than you?
You might be.
Am I? Oh,
Well,
I mean, I don't know. Anyways, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that little bell icon, even though it doesn't work. Oh, did you guys just get... Okay, sorry about that. What else was it? Oh, leave a comment about anything. What's your favorite color? Mine's green.
mine's brown.
I put out new videos every Sunday/Monday, and I will be starting a new series and be putting those out on Thursday. And I would love for you to watch this if you like to make it. Bye! This reminds me of middle school so bad.
Middle school?
Yeah.
The song?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was more like...
More born?
Yeah.
You're like, I'm looking to thin out my hair, and I'll be like, bye. Not here, you're not.
We don't do that here.
Sorry, you've come to the wrong hair salon. I feel like you could hide a small mammal in here.
It's a good possibility.
You are now the proud owner of 80 bobby pins. Congratulations. Bare naked lakies. Lakies?
Bare naked lakies. My gray patch.
Listen to armpits. A concealer that... Good job, camera. Okay. Her eyebrows are a bit intense. I kind of went a little eyebrow happy in her. Sorry, y'all.
Brown.
You're gonna suck when we get to color theory. She has a nice wash of this peach color. I just gleeked all over you, but your eyes were closed, so you couldn't see. Sorry. I just dug my nail in pitch black. Crap. Go eat with me. We can go eat together.
We could go eat.
We could go eat. Because we're both
Because we're friends.
and we're both pretty. Ow. Who to focus on? Let's focus on you because you're prettier.
My pants just sounded like I farted.
And also leave me a comment. Let me know how much you liked this and stuff. So, yeah. That's not going in there because I blooped.